But coming back to your life, Richa, you spent a lot of time in Amsafar and you must have been through like a gamut of cases and had experience like probably what a lot of people don't know also what about, as you said, like the condom wearing when blowjob part. What other things that you have to tell people that they have just been ignoring all their life?
So I think there were a good number of things with regards to mental health, physical health. So I would mainly focus a lot on mental health and would also focus on physical health. So that's where HIV would come in. So I've also counseled a lot of people who are HIV positive and a lot of people who do not have HIV, like who are not people living with HIV but have an anxiety. So when we're talking about anxiety, बहुत easy सा word है. It's very easy to say anxiety. Everybody nowadays uses this word so loosely that, oh, I think I have this anxiety, I have that anxiety. But for a lot of men who have sex with other men, it used to be a lot of I had sex with somebody, I used condoms and it was absolutely protective sex, but I am still fearing the fact that I'm going to get HIV. So I will first get myself tested. Now I'm going to wait for 3 months because that's the window period. So I'm going to wait for 3 months and then again I'm going to get myself tested because I'm still not satisfied with what I feel it is. And then you start realizing that there's a pattern that's going on over here and it's not just a simple scare, but it's a lot more pathological in nature. So anxiety with regards to an HIV or STI, and their questions used to be very difficult. If there's blood on a commode and if I sit on that commode and after that, is there a possibility that I don't know whether this blood even has HIV or not, but is there a possibility that I will get HIV because of that, So then that's when you know that there is of course something where we are focusing on physical health, but there is also something which is alarming, that is mental health.
Also because a lot of what people know about AIDS and HIV is a lot of hearsay, right? It's all like people just assume certain things. I remember again like when we were in 7th and we were going to a camp and we had like gathered in school early morning near the school grotto. This one kid is like, guys, I learned something yesterday. And we're like, what? If you have sex with one person and then you have sex with one more person, then all of you will get AIDS. And we just like assume that, oh, that's why, like if you fuck around, basically, if you're promiscuous, then you get AIDS. Which is in a way true, but like it's bottled down to a child's mind where it's just like 2 people and you're done.
I also feel it has a lot to do with just... It's peddled, the idea of AIDS and HIV. It's always peddled. I remember in 95 when Titanic it released, do you know that popular...
Balbir Pasha ko AIDS kyun hai?
No, my God. The popular rumor, it was like a urban legend where if you go to watch Titanic, because that was a houseful 2 years straight kind of a movie back then, like... Oh, you leave the theater and you look at your arm, there's a sticker stuck saying you've got AIDS. So there was someone who was like injecting people.
Oh yeah, I've heard that about.
You know what I mean?
I've heard
like,
that in a different way though.
Now as an adult, when I hear it, I just feel like it scares you.
Yeah,
like it's stupid that you would not know someone just fucking this. But like, it's just always somehow comes to you, information about HIV or AIDS just comes to you in a scary way, you know?
Like the Balbir Pasha ko AIDS kyun hai ad was pretty famous. Like even kids were watching it back in the day. I remember Nawazuddin Siddiqui...
It was honestly the first viral in its own sense.
Nawazuddin Siddiqui played a small character also in that ad series. Okay. But the idea was like, if somebody's called Balbir Pasha, they are the infected one, right? So one guy in my class got called that because he claimed to have sex with a girl, okay? At around 9th, when we were in 9th standard. And then that name stuck to him, and then whenever someone called him out, he would get such a rage fit that he would start beating up the guys. And that became a whole thing that people call him and run away. But that's what the stigma came in before that conversation was ever opened up for any of our kids' mind, And
it's so funny, we are talking about these things 10 years, 15 years ago, but I guess stigma is just as fucking prevalent.
Nothing's changed really.
Yeah.